continue going over it.
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about, can you explain every single thing? When we say, is it clear, that means, do you understand the gist, as they say, the major issue that we cover with this issue?
With
I don't mean you can stand up and do every diacritical marking and every speech and this and that, but if you had to talk about salams at the prison, or with a group of people, or here in the masjid, could you take from this and benefit somebody, and is your understanding better from this than it was before you started?
Yes.
Basically, as it relates to Salaamu and Salaamun. Hello, peace, hotek, if it's blessings in it, if it's something that's from Allah, what it means, and so forth.
That's right.
That's what I mean when I say, is it clear?
It is. You know, every book.
What about the Jew?
Go ahead.
No, said alhamdulillah.
I was just going to say, every book that I got, when I started learning about Islam, every book that I got, it just don't give no explanation like what you are offering here. And this is how we end up with 90% of people say, Assalamu alaykum. Assalamu alaykum. Come.
Yeah,
not kum, but they're going to say come.
Yeah,
because the books don't give no explanation of it. So that's why we end up having to diffuse all this stuff.
And then, like you say, people, they learn something and they pass it on, and other people don't know, and it becomes, as they say, not culture, but what's the word we use? Common.
Right.
Widespread. And not everything is widespread is what's correct.
That's right.
There's a difference between what's mashhur, meaning well-known, and what's sahih. Sahih means correct, and mashhur means it's known between the people. But a lot of things are known, but it's not right. So, Salaamu alaykum, when you're talking about plurality. When you're talking about singular, then you can say Salaamu alayka, Salaamu alayki, for he and when you're talking about you, male and female.
Yes.
So this is something that
how you doing?
Is very important when you talk about this issue, because again, you're talking about reward. When you say it, that's Allah's name. It has a lot of meaning. It's actually an invocation, supplication, and a way of asking Allah for that person. Is something that definitely has to have a good intent behind it, because if the intent is not there of good, then it's just a mere word. And we can see Assalamu alaykum means more than just a word. If it just meant a word, then it would be equivalent to hello, peace, hotek, how are you, respect. And it has nothing, as they say, you can't put a shoe next to salam with those words. At the same time, it's tahiyyatan, which means greeting, because anything that you initiate to a person falls under what's greeting. But it's much more than a greeting, and that's why I want to go in detail, inshallah, about what that.
I wouldn't have ordered it if it wasn't important.
Hey, that's the best thing you said, man, mashallah. How many people don't see that? Yeah? I wouldn't have ordered it if it wasn't important. So, alhamdulillah. So, yeah, in closing, I was just telling him that, as he just said, Allah wouldn't have ordered this if it wasn't important. To spread the salam, but like I was telling him, and I was saying in closing, it has to have a good intent behind it, as you can see, because it's invocation to Allah. If you have a bad intent, meaning for that person, it's just going to be like hello, peace, because you have to have a good intent, because you're really asking for somebody that they be safe. So if you don't want them to be safe, you don't like the imam, for example, I wish you leave, and you come and say Salaamu alaykum. Every time you say Salaamu alaykum is invalid. But you get that out of your heart, because that's a type of harm, It's a type of harm to the imam that you want him to leave unjustly, or, I wish you, inspired, or whatever like this. So your Salaam alaykum is invalid based on this.
Right.
Have to have a good intent. If not, to you it's like hello. And you'll get no reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see.
Sheikh, I just got to call.